electricity use. I don't know who told y'all that white men were rich. They should be. They had a 400-year head start, but they are not rich. And I don't know who told y'all that. He's not rich just because he is white. Okay? That's how y'all get manipulated. Because y'all go into the situation thinking, oh, y'all got me a white man. He got money. No. He's using his credit cards and he's $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in credit card debt. And he's using that so that he can reel you in. And once he reel you in, he's going to show you that he ain't got no motherfucking money. Now you're the one coughing up the bread. Okay? You're the one that's coughing up the dough now. Okay, and you got to keep up that image because you done already told everybody that he was rich. You done already told everybody that he had money, that he was taking care of you, and you was living a soft life. So you got to sit there and put the bill for it. And y'all do it all the time. So I don't know who told y'all that these white men were so much better. As a matter of fact, there is a whole television network, the Identity channel, dedicated to these men because they be taking the lives of their wives. But they better than the black men? Child, it's all the men. This is a character issue, okay? This is not a race issue. There is not one demographic of men that are better than the other, okay? One man that's black, he might do you wrong. The white man might do you wrong too. You might go over there and date an Indian man, Arab man, whatever. You're going to continue to meet the same man in different fonts until you figure out what it is that is attracting you to these types of men because it's not the race, baby. The race don't got nothing to do with it. It's trash men all over, okay? All the men be trash, okay? There is no superior race. And then y'all too busy trying to find the best of the.
Correct. I'm a corrector. There is a superior race of people, which is the Israelites. The Lord said they are, Deuteronomy 7:6 or 6:7. Above all people. There is a piece, but at the same time, our black women, which he's calling out, our so-called black women, Hispanics, Native Americans, are delusional. Because in this society, Esau has been the head of this society, and he is actually not on shit in reality. But our women think that they have a trophy or a status of empowerment or money when they got them a white man, but don't they delusional to that these are the number one rapist, the number one child molester, the number one of all this shit. But in their head, they're Willie Lynch, but continue.
Best, the man with no flaws, he gotta be emotionally intelligent and emotionally secure. He gotta have all these this and that and the third. Baby, that's y'all fucking problem. Now, you're not gonna find 100% great, wonderful man, okay?
Yep. They in La La Land, that's what's the situation we hear and see today. All right. So we first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Wakahak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Citations to you, Akim, out there pushing this truth. All right. I got a few things that I want to check out. All right. So in this technocracy situation we got going on, where they're creating data centers all over the outskirts of places. Data analyst centers is a big thing. Well, these centers need water. These centers take a lot of water. They say when you use ChatGPT, it takes a amount of 1 bottle of water for a response for ChatGPT to respond to you. It takes water for these AI machines to work. And I didn't know that. I'm knowing it today. But that it shows the famine of water. It's a water war. There's going to be a famine of fresh water coming because it's being taken up. 15 billion gallons a month of water that a machine takes. Imagine the water that's been taken from our people. All right, check it out.
Many people don't know this, but just 3 ChatGPT responses can consume an entire bottle of water. While we were distracted with other things, there's a danger that nobody's talking about. But it's going to hit harder than anything this decade. The world could run out of water. It's actually called Day Zero. Now, Day Zero is a moment when the water supply gets so low that governments have to shut off access to regular tap water. Remember, we're in the biggest tech transformation in history.
Does that sound? Shut off access to water because of they're using too much water for the data, for the technology.
Needs water. AI and data centers
$12 gallon AI purified water. That's what they doing.
need water. Now, this is a serious threat, but it could be a huge opportunity. There's a reason why people like Bill
No opportunity, you know.
Gates, Richard Branson, and other billionaires are investing in water. Now, here's 5 ways to invest in water. You have water ETFs, PHOFIW, both give you exposure to the entire ecosystem.
He's trying to put the game. He's putting up the game on investing in water. You know how Jake trying to, probably not a bad idea, invest in some water. But that's ultimately is what's going on in this society that people are not realizing. Your average person doesn't realize that it takes this much water to process technology that we see today. And we're in a transition right now, and if it's a transition of power finna be changed because Esau's ending of the world, and he knows he has a short time. All right. I got another video. We're gonna hit some precepts. That's not that one. I thought want.
Well, the translators are gone.
Well, famine. Famine. All right. Because there's going to be a shortage of not just water. There's going to be a shortage of a lot of things. And it's getting there. People are not realizing. 2nd Esdras chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. All right. And that's what's going to happen. No more waters, no more water bottles. The average American goes and gets water bottles. Average American depends on Egypt for water. Because it's we've been spoiled. Showers, all this stuff. It's going to come a time where that's not going to be the thing anymore. All right. It's going to be expensive for water. All right. It's going to be it's going to be tough. All right. I forget the video we watched in the beginning, but we're going to watch this. I had some precepts in my brain and they slipped, but yeah, check it out. Cause this is, it's mind boggling to me. Cause remember in 2020, we were all watching our words and all this stuff, the scam demic, I had to sound it out so they won't they still on that BS though, but people are trying to be polite about it and all this stuff, but it's really the truth. People are trying to act like it's, halfway criminal. It's a big criminal operation that happened in 2020 with the scamdemic, man. And people are starting to become, people are getting pissed. People, the sedition among men is getting there, man. People are starting. I seen a video where Jake was like, man, this place needs to burn down. It needs to go. Even with me in it. People have that spirit right now. They're like, man, fuck this place because everything is turned upside down and the leaders have been compromised, but check this out. And this is a revelation here.
Well, the translators are gone and the live stream is waning, which means that if we just listen to my colleague Matthias, the best thing in the world would be to leave it to you, the people. Now it's up to you to share what clearly, based on the cavernous emptiness we see in all of these spaces, is only going to be heard if you share it. So it feels very appropriate that I should be the one with the quietest voice. But let's let that lion roar, shall we?
Shameful spewing, okay? People are starting to be like, man, fuck this shit. All right. We're going to tell it, and we're tired of the BS. All right. This is it.
I'm done talking about COVID, and I'm done talking about SARS-CoV-2, and I'm done for a very simple reason. For 110 years, we, the people of the world, have been lied to. We're a group, a very small number of criminal industrial conspirators decided to subordinate the entirety of the human population for the purpose of their sinister plans to enrich themselves while impoverishing and killing the rest of humanity.
That's what we seen right before our eyes, everybody. But so happen it's not. People are not fighting or nothing. Why'd you think Sleepy Joe pardoned Anthony Fauci before he got out of office? Because he was a criminal. These were criminals doing what they do and had everybody. Come on, man.
And I'm done being polite. We've long passed polite. When the words acceptable death rate become part of an industrial norm, we have lost the plot of humanity. And that's not my words. Those were the words of the World Health Organization and of Pfizer and of Moderna when they were given the authorization to begin the process of killing human beings in the interest of advancing their goals.
As you said, as he said, as they realized that as they began, they knew it was going to kill people. Come on.
Next slide. And I'm also not going to sugarcoat this.
Where he has up there criminal cartel of WHO, the world, you see it. They are a criminal cartel, and it's real.
This is a criminal cartel.
And guess what? We told you that. Great Millstone. We warned. We were on the highways and byways warning the people. People were fighting back. Now they're silent.
We are acting as though there's some sort of redeemable quality somewhere in some esoteric layer that somehow or another the World Health Organization must have some salutatory benefit. Well, I'm going to tell you, since its formation in the 1940s, the World Health Organization has been nothing more than a criminal cartel that has a sole and singular intent. And I will show you the document that proves what I'm saying. This is not an allegation.
He ain't making it up. It's all documented. It's all evidence. If we were going to court, the evidence is there, okay? Not made up.
This is actually provable by their own words in their own hand. And they use a four-step process to execute every one of their nefarious plans. They begin by planning an exercise, then they go to the business of funding that exercise, then they create the
their gradualism. They do. It's the plan. That's how they do it.
Rationale for the thing that they're going to do, and then they deploy and profit from it. And in violation of 50.
All right. Work evil upon their beds. What did he say? Working. This is how they do it. Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. All right. It's in the power of their hands that they should practice, that they practice evil upon this. They know that it's in their power, so they do it. All right. And they did it, and they didn't get in trouble like other men. All right. This is how they do it. And it's being called out. All right. We got shameful spewing. You got their own kind calling it out. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered. See, Esau was so proud of their oppression, of having them oppressing the world, and so proud of them, and then they still doing it. Now there's shame upon it. Once they were just doing it and just happy about it. Postcards. Now their own people are shaming them. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, we're going to act like it's not there? We're going to act like the elephant is not there? We don't see it? You got your patriots and all these people that have dedicated their lives to become so-called with integrity, to do the right thing, to follow the laws. And now they're like fighting back. All right. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. This devil Esau Edom and his whole people, they feeling it, man. They're trying their best to ignore the truth, but the vision is made plain. The vision is getting made plain by the day, okay? It's being made plain by the day. And they have hatred for us, all right? Shameful spewing. They know that they have a short time, all right? I got some more stuff because I know. Elon Musk is in court. Elon Musk. The guy that people will look at as some genius of some sort. This devil's in court to make AI discriminate against so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right? Turn that sound out. You can't make this up. Elon Musk is suing for the right to discriminate against black people, so-called black people, Israelites. They know who it is. His AI company, XAI, just filed a lawsuit against the state of Colorado to block a law that could stop AI tools from discriminating against black people in hiring, loans, insurance, and school admissions, all right? So they're trying to put their redlining that they did to our people, so-called blacks, Hispanic, in the technology that they're putting in the AI, all right? Because they know they have a short time. And this is real, people. This is a real deal, okay? Let's read. Elon Musk is suing for the right to discriminate against black people. His AI company, XAI, just filed a lawsuit against the state of Colorado to block a law that would stop AI tools from discriminating against black people in hiring, loans, insurance, and school admissions. His argument that being forced to treat black people fairly violates his First Amendment rights. This is not a coincidence. This is the same man whose Tesla was sued by the state of California, the federal government, and hundreds of black workers for running what employees called the plantation, where racial slurs were heard up to 100 times a day. This is the same man who AI chatbot Grok had to be shut down after it started generating anti-Semitic content and praising Hitler. This is the same man who openly promotes white nationalist rhetoric on his own platform. He is not hiding it anymore. He is taking it to court. Share it. And this is big, all right? And it shows Esau wants to grab a hold of this place because he knows, even their lies of saying that black people make up 14% of, no, we're the majority, man. They always have to lie so they can feel their superiority, and they don't, they're full of lies, man. They come out of the womb telling lies, man. All right? They make up shit to create, what is it? In the minds of people. It's that Willie Lynch shit, man. It's a psychological game with this psychological mind tricks they've been playing with the people because they is in the power of their hands. All right. Elon Musk his people came from the apartheid of South Africa. All right. They were colonizing South Africa. Remember, Trump sent them South African white people over here. And now they sent them back. They sent them people back to Africa because those Edomites over here they didn't like it here. It's all just backwards, man. All right. Let's go to Revelations 12 and 12, because Esau know, because you go into these studies, they don't tell you, but they're not producing as much. None of that stuff, man. They're not producing shit. They're not making babies. They're so focused on the hatred of Jake, all right? That birthright, man. Revelations 12, they have the most top-notch telescopes and stuff like that. They see the chariots. They see the angels. They're panicking. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that's how these people are doing. They're in their mind that they're doing right, and they want to they want to carry on their so-called supremacy and stuff like that, and they want to use AI. All right, and this is what's happening, man. In Jacob's trouble, AI is going to be after Jake, after you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, especially you 2/3, man. AI is going to be terribly targeting our people, drones, all that stuff, man. In Jacob's trouble, man. All right, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be a famine of the word, a famine of water, famine of food. All right, it's going to be terrible, man. And all praises to the Most High, Yahweh Yahushua, that He gives us eyes to see and ears to hear. All right, this thing ain't no game. All right, and we must be occupied in prophecy. Watching and praying, man. Watching and praying. You must be watching and praying. I think it's in the address. So, behold, speak thou in the ears of the people thou words of prophecy, which I will put in the mouth, saith the Lord. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. And that's what we do on the highways and byways and with these lessons, which I will put in the mouth, in thy mouth, saith the Lord. This is not what I wanted. Bear with me. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom in all the ancient and be occupied in them. There it is. All right. We got to watch and see it. It's a beautiful thing that these things are happening, because this is the end of Esau. These are all the signs of the end of Esau. Okay. So when you see it and you line it up with prophecy, it's a beautiful feeling, man, because we know that Esau's the end, and our kingdom is the beginning, is what's coming up. Ecclesiastes chapter 39, verse 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. All right. And that's what the elect are doing. All right. We soaking in this wisdom as much as we can, fighting the flesh, man. Stand in the spirit. All right. Passing these tests every day that the Lord gives us. All right. Praying and watching and praying, doing what we're supposed to do, hands on the plow, doing what is required, reading, all right? Man, praising to Yahweh Shai, for this. Because, your average man is panicking. Your average man is trying to ignore the news because it doesn't make them feel right. We see it and we know what time it is, But with that, hope the elect was edified. I want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom, Kwam Yasharallah.